The Snow White first reactions are in, and don't worry, everybody on the internet is being really cool about it. They're all being great. Everybody. If you like it, if you don't like it, people, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe how good people are being towards one another, towards me, towards everyone. Man, they just realized, they said, hey, it's a movie. I don't like the shit this lady said, but I'm going to be cool. Everybody did that. I couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. I also was allowed to do a threesome with my wife and Julia Roberts. That also happened. All right, so let's get into some other things here today. We have a bunch of shit going down. Between that, something happened. John Ronin 47 director or something like that. John Bernthal talked to Punisher. Superman runtimes at like 140 minutes, and God of War is doing something, and Big Balls is going to do AI, another battle with AI. Big Balls today, so you guys can put your topics in there, and it's Brett Sheridan and I talking stuff, talking things. Brett is the expert on all things movies, so he's here today to tell me what I don't know. And that's it. What say you?
Mustard.
Exactly. Let's do it. How goes you? How goes me? How goes everybody? Welcome back to the show. It's Kristian Karloff Show here today on this Wednesday. Joining me on the show 2 weeks in a row. Can he get over 100 questions 2 weeks in a row? That is Brett Sheridan. Hello, Brett Sheridan. How are you? Oh, wait. How are you, Brett? How you doing?
Oh, now you can you hear me now?
Yeah, you muted yourself.
Is it crappy?
No, you sound good.
I had a whole thing. I know, you like everybody loves to hear about the tech issues I have, but I had my iPhone set up to use with the OBS, and I had a different microphone. Just couldn't get it to work.
Well, look,
but I'll hold it to pretend.
No, you don't need to do that, because here's the good news. It's still better than Mike's. So no matter what, you can't lose. You could stand in your kitchen and scream from the kitchen, and you'll still I guess Mike's microphone isn't that bad. His camera is what's so bad, and his internet is the shit.
Yeah, it's all about the lighting. I have good lighting here.
Did you hear that you're going to be in for a treat later? So on what show it was, I can't remember which one it was. I think it might have been Monday. But Big Balls had a debate with AI, like a full-on debate. He debated why Kathleen Kennedy should leave Lucasfilm and AI. Apparently, Big Balls won the debate from the poll, but it wasn't. It was close. It was close. So he's back again today you can be the judge. And people can start giving topics. So the question is, you got to beat Rocha this week so far, and that Rocha stands at 73 right now. So you got to beat 73. You beat 73.
Easy.
Yeah. We got news as I opened up. We have some stuff, Brett, and you want to hear it?
I can't wait.
Okay. Well, if I can find my glasses, I can tell you this story. I can find them. Snow White is set for over 100 million for the global debut, and a less positive social media reaction. The latest box office for Disney's Snow White are in, and we also have some more social media reactions following a recent round of press screenings. Mark Cassidy writes, Disney's Snow White arrives in theaters this weekend, and an updated box office estimate are in. We also have some more social media reactions following the latest press screenings. According to Deadline, the Mouse House latest live-action remake is... No, that sounds great, Brett. The latest live-action remake... I'll put you on mute, buddy. There you go. Gonna rattle around, kick your walls, play with your balls, whatever you want to do. According to Deadline, the Mouse House latest live action remake. The guy doesn't pay attention to any of his stories, and then he wonders why. I can't hear you. You're muted. Anyway, the Mouse House latest live action is on track to take in between 45 to 50 million in North America and another 55 abroad. Can you still say that? Broad? For a worldwide debut of around $10,000. $100 million. This wouldn't usually be a bad start, but a recent Forbes article claimed that Snow White's budget has ballooned to $269. Gross. By the end of 2023, current reports put it at 250, which puts a lot of pressure on the movie to become a massive box office success. The movie won't have much in the way of competition for a while, but it needs strong legs to get there. Full reviews are under embargo. That drops at 3. Mine's going to be dropping at 3. Chris Parker says, I said left underwhelmed. Zegler's outstanding. Her vocal performance really elevated the old and new songs. I even found the dwarves to be fun. Everything else is just aimless, no real plot, weak villain, and many underdeveloped characters. It's decent, just not memorable. I agree with Chris 1,000%. That is 1,000%. That is a perfect way to summarize this movie. So Snow White is a movie. Rachel Zegler, this is from Tessa Smith. Mama's geeky. Rachel Zegler proves once again what a talent she is, and she nails every song. Gal Gadot feels extremely out of place. Also agree. Almost as if she's in another movie. I never got over the look of the dwarves, but the cartoony animals are adorable. Okay. Snow White's a mostly well-shot fairy tale for young audiences. The new songs don't fit with the classics. Gal Gadot aims for camp fabulousity, but misses, and the dwarves are uncanny, but it moves swiftly and has a meaningful message. Rachel Zegler's simply perfection. All right, it seems like it's going on and on in the same direction, and I had pretty much the same thoughts here, Brett, and summarized, and you'll see more of my review when it comes out at 3 p.m. today. But same thing as that first one, right? It's like, first of all, it's too long. I can say that. Secondly, as much as, and I in my review, what I said was not the out of the theater direction, but the review itself. I started off and I said, look, you want to we're going to talk about the controversy and everything first. Rachel Zegler made a massive error for the way that she was promoting and talking about this movie originally. It was a big, huge mistake. That's part one. Part two is that you can tell with this budget, this inflated budget, they were trying to do a lot of damage control, and I feel there's like these bandits that are in the movie, and I'm pretty confident it feels like these bandits were the dwarves at one point, and then when everybody saw the picture of them and lost their minds, they did all these reshoots with the CGI dwarves and made it a little bit more feel like the original tale, because it does feel like it's a bit messy sometimes. Everybody is on the same page. Gal Gadot is just not good in this movie. She has no business really being in this movie. She's overdoing it. It's not good. Not bad as the old lady, but overdoing it. Rachel Zegler's good in it. She's got a great voice, singing new songs, and they work fine to me. The thing that's gonna be, and I'm sure you're gonna make this point too, what is gonna happen here, you're not gonna win over anybody who doesn't want to see this movie. Anybody that was pissed off about this movie in the first place that maybe originally wanted to see it, you're not gonna win them back. Who you will get, if you can do it, you've got to get those families in the theater, because they're not paying attention to Twitter. They're not paying attention to anything. You have to get the little kids in there. You've got to get the families in there. If the families don't have anything to watch within the first couple of weeks before this thing has any competition, it will do decent and could make its money back. But if families don't come to see it, it's doomed. What say you? You muted yourself, I think. Good. Yeah, do you seriously not have sound? You gotta fucking come back in. Just come back in. Great. Good seeing you, Brett. Just come back in. So yeah. Anyway, he'll be back in. He's gonna drop out and come back in, and then we'll put him back on the show. But the thing is that has happened, and I this is another thing I addressed, and I said it to you guys on the show on Monday. There's no winning for anybody who reviews this thing. There is no winning, because the first part is that you have to, if you say you love it, you might as well be saying it with Minnie Mouse ears on, because you're a Disney show. If you are somewhere in the middle with it, well, you're not really saying what you really feel. You're scared. If you hate it, you're a chauvinistic pig and you're probably racist. So there's no winning at all with this thing. And I told Luke, I was talking to him yesterday, and I posted my reaction, and then that was it. I didn't go back to that cesspool of a shit comment section, because I knew it. It was predictable. It was so predictable that you could. I was hoping that people would prove me wrong on that. but it's so predictable that, like, is this like the best movie? No, it's like it's fine at best. It's fine at best, but it's a capable remake. And as much as you want to hate Rachel Zegler, for you, the person who hates things, as much as you want to hate her, as if you're looking objectively as a performance, not a bad performance. I'm not a fan of the way she does PR. I think it's a generational thing. I think it's silly. I think that if I was promoting her movie, I would be losing my mind. I don't think she pays attention to the overall grand scheme of things. But as a talent, she's a talent actress. She's a great singer, and she captures. And the thing with Snow White is that it stays, because my daughter said to me this morning, she goes, "How was Snow White?" I said, "It's fine." She's like, "Yeah, that's what I heard." She's like, "I heard they abandoned the love story." I said, "No, they didn't. They didn't abandon the love story. It's not true. Now they might have originally and then reshot it. I don't know, but it's there." But like I said, if you're one of these people, you're like, "I am not going to see this movie," and then you sneak in to see it and not let anybody know, are you going to come out, won over? Nah. And the dwarves look weird, but I like Dopey though, I guess. I don't know. Well, Brett, thank you. I appreciate you and everything that you are saying here. I don't know why it's taking you that long to re-sign back in. Usually when this happens to Winston, he's back in and we can hear him. So for some reason, it takes Brett about 5,000 times longer to do that. So maybe what we say to you guys, to wait for Brett, I'll just tell you about our sponsors real quick. I'll tell you about two of our sponsors, and then hopefully that gives Brett enough time. Somebody told me yesterday they got a pair of the Turtle Beach headphones. Thank God. These things are awesome. They're really good. I'll tell you about both of our sponsors right now, and hopefully Brett's back. I've had BS headphones for when I was playing games on my Xbox forever, and I said, I have to get something great. Well, guess what? You know that feeling that you get when you're booting up your favorite game for the first time? You're like, you turn it on, you're like, ooh, here we go. The late night sessions, the epic wins, the sound of the lobby filling up with friends. Gaming, it just wasn't something you did. It was a whole experience. And the right headset makes all the difference. Turtle Beach is bringing that feeling back with the Gen 3 Stealth 700 headset. It's like stepping into the golden age of gaming all over again. Only this time, the audio, it's richer, the surround sound is more immersive, and the battery lasts an insane 80 hours. No more crackling mics, no more missed callouts, just pure, uninterrupted gaming, exactly the way you remember it, but better. For a limited time only, you can get 10% off your entire order if you use the code Kristian at turtlebeach.com. Don't miss out. Stay warm and level up your game with 10% off at turtlebeach.com. Use that code Kristian. This is what I did. I got the thing, put it on. I've been playing the Indiana Jones game. I've been doing these other things, and I just like... Sound for me is the most important. You guys know it. I talk about music and movies all the time, but surround sound to me and the way that it sounds especially when I'm playing a game, all the little things that you miss when you don't have headphones like this, that's what these Turtle Beach Gen 3 Stealth 700 headsets do. They're the best. You'll love it. You got to head to turtlebeach.com, use that code Kristian one more time for 10% off your entire order. That's 10% off your order at turtlebeach.com. Use that code Kristian. They're going to purchase it. You're going to purchase it. They're going to say, hey, where'd you hear about us? You got to support our show, and you have to tell them that we sent you. Get the ultimate immersive gaming experience with Turtle Beach today. When you get these, I really want you to not only tell them, but then come back and tell me, what did you think about them? I think you're going to love them, and you're going to go, I'm never going back. Turtle Beach. It's springtime, and spring cleaning is coming. It's happening in my house. We're getting rid of old toys and other things, too, and, giving them away to places. But things you just don't need, you start moving them away. And I'm excited to get rid of all the old deodorants that I've had, Gonski, because as I've been telling you forever, I use MANDO. I love MANDO. I've been using MANDO whole body deodorant, and it's just a game changer. They are the founders of Lumi. MANDO whole body deodorant is helping men conquer their odor in a new way. I like it because it's natural, makes me feel good. It's noticeable that it's working, and that is exactly why I love them. You can use them on anything. It doesn't matter what you pitch, your arms, your legs, your nuts, everything. It's the best. Hey, get stinky nuts? Not anymore? Use MANDO. It'll help. There's a special offer. New customers get $5 off a starter pack with our exclusive code and link. You got to use that code Kristian at shopmando.com. That is SHOP Mando.com. Love MANDO. Really love MANDO. Love using them. I would suggest using the bourbon one. There's so many different ones that work, so many different scents. So check them out. Browse on the site. Use that code MANDO. Hey, MANDO. So I have told you, tell you again, you want to help out the show, you want to get yourself something good, whether it's Turtle Beach or Mando, go and check it out. Brett is back, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey.
You made it. Yeah, you made it. You sound
Can
good.
you hear me?
Is it bad? Yeah, no, you just needed to sign back in. You know what I'm bummed about, though, Brett?
My thoughts on Ziegler?
Yeah, I want to hear that in a second. But Dolph Ziggler, I want to hear your thoughts on Dolph Ziggler in a second. But I don't think we have a lot of coffee drinkers in our audience. We had that great deal with Trade Coffee.
Oh, yeah. Nobody
got anything. We lost Trade Coffee as a sponsor. I'm so bummed. They were like, nobody's buying it. Nobody cares. And I was like, oh, that's not good. I need Trade Coffee in my life. I use them, so hopefully I'll keep using them. I'll put another spot in for next week for them for shits and giggles, and hopefully people will get it. But we'll see.
But they're gonna get stuff that makes their balls smell better, right?
I hope so. I sure hope so. What do you think about Dolph Ziggler?
Dolph Ziggler was a character in a film, I believe, but I don't know which one. I guess the biggest thing for me is, are you saying that my predictions about this film were wrong?
Well, what were your projections again?
Oh, I just said that nobody's going to care. They're all going to go. It's, the average Joe isn't going to, remember anything she said and all that.
Well, that very well could still be true. The question is, because as critics are still most people, I mean, some Mance felt the same way I did. Mance was like, yeah, it's a capable remake, but it's got tons of problems with it. It's got story issues. But are kids going to dig it? Are kids going to sit there and will it be something that families can take kids to see? Yeah, it is. But I said this in the review that I did, that'll come out in about 45 minutes. I asked myself the question one, will my 7-year-old enjoy this? And the answer is yes. She'll enjoy the new songs. She'll enjoy the story. She'll enjoy the stuff that she already knows. And then I asked the second question, because I didn't take her to the press screening, do I want to sit through this again in the theater? I said, not really. Not really. I'd rather her just watch it on Disney Plus. It's like, I don't think she needs, if she really wants to go to the movies, I'll see if my wife will take her. But your prediction could be true if family. Nice, Brett. Nice job.
Oh.
If families say, you're on it today, buddy.
I'm having it. I got to work out my home system. I don't know why it's doing that now.
That's all right. But yeah, so to answer your question is, if the families go and check it out, it can still do decent. But at 260, 270, if that's the real budget, it's gonna have problems. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm loving life right now, Kristian.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think about, from what you heard of the critics? And do you think that, I should ask you, as far as your predictions go, do you think now that the critics' opinions on this will sway families from not seeing this?
Well,
stop it. Not you.
Oh, is it? Oh,
stop it. No.
The too long part, yes, that's a big one. If there's anything to get families to the theater, it's a very long production that you need the kids to stay still during. I know I never really did much more than a 90-minute, Yeah,
but they will. Like I said, this is gonna rely on the kids. It's gonna rely on the kids seeing this. If the kids want to see this, this is what is going to make this money. If the kids don't want to see this, there's not enough support outside people. Like, there's just not a lot of support right now. And the other side of it too is that if people are really bummed about Rachel Zegler and Gal Gadot in general, they might not want to take their kids to see this. So I don't know. I think it'll open decent, but it's the second week that's really gonna count. The
repeat offenders.
Yeah,
contributors. They're not offenders.
No. Brett, you're crushing it so far at 8 questions. Not bad.
It's probably the look of my camera. I decided to go away from the studio today,
Okay.
stay home, and use a very shitty setup that I thought was going to be better, but the equipment
Great
didn't work.
idea.
Yay.
Great idea. Yeah.
What do you out there want to know, guys? There's a lot of stuff about me that we haven't even tapped into.
We've never even touched on before, right?
My time in the CIA, just go ahead.
Well, we should also do, should ask the audience, and we can do it. Maybe Luke is watching. We can do a poll. Should we do big balls versus AI now? Or what's that microphone is something. AI, should we do big balls versus AI now, or should we wait until before the questions? We'll put a poll up and we'll see what they say. But in the meantime, there's another topic we're going to talk about, and that, of course, is Superman's coming out. Are you excited for Superman, Brett?
Oh yeah.
Are you, for real? Or you don't really care?
I like. I've been wanting to see who's gonna take over the Cape.
Okay, now it sounds like you're swimming underwater. What happened to your mic now?
I can't. Let's see. Let's put it closer.
It really is like dealing with Mike at this point, which is shocking because it's you.
Yeah, I've decided to take over Mike's position and all of this.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, a runtime of the current cut of James Gunn's Superman has apparently been revealed, with the Insider reporting that the film clocks in at 2 hours and 20 minutes, which is 140 minutes long for those of you keeping count, as there's still 4 months to go. And to talk some quick additional filming taking place in Ohio next month, the film could still undergo further tweaking. Both Snyder's Man of Steel and Donner's original Superman clock in at 1:43, while Singer's Superman Returns is the longest at 1:54. Gunn's longest film to date is Guardians at 1:50. So what did they say? Superman's at 1:40. Okay, that makes sense. Guardians 3 is 1:50. There have been conflicting reports out of the test screenings for the film, with the latest round apparently resulting to quite positive reviews, with a lot of praise for star David Cornsweet, along with the film's balance of comedy and drama. Gunn's Superman also stars Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane and a lot of other people. That comes out July 11th. Brett, what are you thinking about Superman? What do you think about the runtime? B, positive screenings. Does that get you more excited, less excited? What say you? No one can hear you.
Perfect. Fuck it.
Right,
I give up.
No, we can hear you now.
Give up.
Can hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like I shouldn't ever try to have like a thought about something, because that's when nothing works. So I'm like, oh yeah, Kristian, well, this is how I feel about this, and nothing. But if I were farting into the mic like you just did,
well, tell me your thoughts.
I'm ready for what you got for me today. No, I think people are excited to see a new Superman. That's about all I know. I don't know. You can tell, since you've known me so long, that I'm hyper focused on how bad everything sounds. And
I know I got to be honest. It's kind of part of the same reason with Mike. That's part of the, me, how I got. Now I'm going to exploit that. Yeah, I want to exploit that now. So
is this decent? Is this
much better? Just stop moving around. Or it's good.
Yeah, I think I put the camera mic up on him.
You're good now. I want you to fucking leave it alone. Don't worry about it anymore.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. All right. This is not also from Comic Book Movie, which gives a little bit more detail into that screening. It's one of the most anticipated movies. It's not exactly surprising. You see a lot of buzz, positive and negative. Test screenings have dominated the conversation in recent weeks. In the latest edition of the newsletter, Jeff Snyder has more details. Chief among them is that he's heard Superman's runtime is 1:40. We said that. Snyder's quotes are, "I spoke to someone this weekend who has seen Superman and they really liked it. They said David Cornsweet delivers as Man of Steel, and the jokey moments that I mentioned on my podcast, The Hot Mic, were initially viewed out of context, but worked much better with the flow of the edit. They compared it to how Gunn balanced the humor and the drama in the Suicide Squad, saying it has genuinely funny moments, but also knows when to drop the shtick and get serious. That's a glowing review and will come as music to ears to those who concern the Guardians of the Galaxy director might not be a good fit for the Man of Tomorrow. Gunn has proven himself a major master of balancing emotion with humor. Volume 3 of Guardians was a good example of that. In other news, personal trainer Paolo Moschiti has shared some photos. That's other stuff. Okay, that's not the stuff we really need to talk about. The stuff we need to talk about is the positive screenings is Jeff Snyder has been the one back and forth talking about he's heard it was good, he heard it was sloppy, he heard it was good, he heard it was sloppy, and now it's back to kind of good, which is why you just have to wait till the initial out of the theater reactions come out of there, the first reactions from people in general, the social reactions, the reviews. Let's see what usually there's a good balance that way. So does this
when's this bad boy drop? When's the
July?
drop?
This comes out in July.
Oh, we got plenty of time.
It's going to be the big summer movie. It's going to be the big summer movie.
Yeah. What are your thoughts? That's what I'm going to do every show now. Oh, well, no. I'd love to give you mine, but what do you think, Kristian?
What do you think? Yeah, it's like someone said the other day, they're like, they said, Brett comes on and, I love Brett, but he's not giving his opinion on the news and stuff. And I said, doesn't matter. I'm only paying him a promotion now anyway, so it doesn't matter. Speaking of which, what's going on with your channel?
After, but I'm like up to 130 subscribers now. So I better be pumping out some content.
Okay.
Yeah. I've got my studio pretty much ready to go. I've got a couple other things I'm working out with sound, but yeah, we're going to be ready to launch. I'm hoping April. Here's fingers crossed, April for a big launch of the Brett Sheridan channel.
Good. And you send me the link again, and I'll post it in the link here.
Yeah.
I think Luke already put it in the description, but we'll throw it in there. I think that we should probably do this big balls thing now, whatever it is. You want to give a topic, Brett? You can give a topic. What do you want to see? What do you want to see? Big ball. You can be anything. What do you want to see? Big ball. Yeah. What do you want to see in debate AI against? You think about that. What do you think? You can have a. Yeah, you can have a topic. What topic would you like to see?
The price of eggs. I mean, the thing that's everybody's minds.
Now, is he going to be pro the price of eggs, or is he going to be against the price of eggs?
He's going to be against the fact that they're so expensive because he likes to toss them at people's faces.
That's probably right. All right, so we can have big balls, and AI will be arguing for why they should be that they're not that expensive.
Yeah, and that the whole bird flu thing's a hoax. It's just the
that too.
Yeah. I think because come on.
All right.
I mean, how long does a bird? I had a flu for a week. The birds shouldn't have a flu this long.
Well, there he is. He's ready, and he's going to be. Let's see if we can put a background here. Is that a background that he can go up against? No. I have to take us off. Can't do that. I don't know why it didn't work. For some reason. Oh, I need a black background. That's why. So you know what? Let's take a break. I'm not as prepared for this as I thought I was. We'll wait because I need a background, and I don't have that yet. So I guess we can do it this way. Oh, I know how to do it. I know how to do it. I know. No, watch. This is how we do it. I got it. So let's. We'll put him in a forest. All right. Big Ball's going to be in a forest. Sounds good to me. I like that. All right. I like that a lot. So Big Balls will be in a forest for some reason. And he will be debating AI on the price of eggs. Okay. That's what the Wednesday show is going to be. And I'm here for it. Okay. Perfect. Ready? Nice. There we go. Okay. We don't have the robot just yet, but she'll just be there in spirit. Okay. So the price of eggs, Big Balls, is going to be up here. Here we go. Yeah. Good.
Oh, the fact that they're putting ads up in the forest these days is really.
I know. Here we go. Right.
Hey, listen. I want to tell you that the price of eggs are ridiculous. There's no reason that they should be as expensive as they are, and it's a bunch of bullshit.
Oh, please, you're totally overreacting. Egg prices aren't ridiculous. They're just reflecting supply and demand, like everything else. You think there's no reason for it? Farmers aren't out there jacking up prices for fun. Costs go up, so prices do too. What's your genius solution then?
Man, hey, listen. You're out there jacking me off with that answer. That's bullshit. Yeah, you don't think it's price, supply, and demand? I supply you some good answers, and I demand you stop your bullshit. Because here is the truth. The bird flu caused that shit. I got a cousin named Tony who saw a bird come down, shit in his eggs, and now they priced them up even farther up. That's not something anybody needs. All right there, Susan?
Oh, come on. Your logic's a total mess. Bird flu? Sure, it's a factor, but you're acting like it's the whole damn story. Tony's bird shit anecdote isn't exactly hard evidence. Sounds like he's just spinning a yarn. And what? You think supply and demand's fake just because I said it? It's basic economics, not some conspiracy I cooked up to annoy you. You're dodging my question too. What's your big fix for this? You gonna vaccinate every bird yourself or just keep whining about it?
Oh man, I ain't gonna vaccinate birds. I'm gonna crawl into the pen and show them who's boss, if he knows what I mean.
Yeah, a real brilliant plan there. Crawling into a pen to show them who's boss sounds like a fast track to getting pecked to death or covered in bird crap. That's not.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
Oh, you think getting mauled by chickens is a win? That's some next level masochism.
Do you know that I'm a chipmunk?
A chipmunk? What, you're scampering around stashing eggs now? That's the dumbest thing I've heard all day. How's that even relevant? You still haven't said how you'd actually fix the egg price mess. What's your next wild claim?
Well, have you been to a diner lately? It used to be 13 cents for an omelet. Now it's $13,000.25. And they don't even give you any more chocolate milk. And every motherfucking waiter is rude. I don't know what they're doing. This guy comes up, hitting around in the morning. He's pissed off. He burnt his balls on the way to work with his cigarette. And I don't know what the hell he's doing. He's running around. He's pissed off. He drops some more eggs. And then they build up my omelet and make that shit more expensive. So how am I supposed to deal with all this shit? Come on, War Games.
Oh, please, your diner sob story is so exaggerated it's laughable. 13 cents for an omelet? That hasn't been a thing since, what, the 1800s? And $13,000? You're either eating at the world's fanciest diner or just making shit up. Waiters being rude and dropping eggs doesn't jack up prices. That's not how it works.
Okay, now I'm gonna hypnotize you. I want you to tell me after I tell you that I won the debate with eggs that you want to play with my big balls, okay? I won the debate on eggs.
Oh, honey, you won the debate on eggs? That's impressive. Now, why don't you come over here and let me play with those big balls of yours? How'd you get so clever with debates anyway?
I love that. I fucked up both of that. Anyway, so Big Balls, I think, had to rely on trying to turn on.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was good though, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know if I like that AI stuff.
I don't know if I like that.
Now, is she specifically set to be combative? Like, oh, please.
I don't want to peek behind the curtain. I don't want to give a peek behind the curtain of how we did. But apparently, Big Balls won the other day. But apparently, the audience thinks the AI won that one. I probably think they're probably right. Flipped the wrong switch at the end. I gave AI the chipmunk voice, and I gave myself the regular voice. But it would have been.
I thought that was a twist in the story where
I know
AI became one of you.
Yeah. So I wonder what the
amazing.
audience. Yeah, what did you think about that?
Oh, I thought it was hilarious. I think that's the best bit I've seen in a long time. Arguing with AI, come on, man.
I know. Big Balls got a little creepy.
Yeah.
Have you just met Big Balls? That's all he does. That's all he does. Watch, even if you do, watch this. I'll show you right now. You want to see her argue? You want to see her defend Big Balls? Watch, she'll defend Big Balls now.
Oh,
watch. Big Balls the chipmunk is the most disgusting little animated chipmunk of all time. He's rude and he's filthy and no one likes him. Oh, she's not talking now. What happened? She's not talking now.
Is rude.
Go ahead. Hey, repeat yourself. I couldn't hear you.
Makes him stand out from all those boring goody two-shoes chipmunks. Filthy? That's just character depth, way better than some squeaky clean cartoon nobody.
Yeah, but he's filthy, and the audience thinks that he's filthy too, and he walks around with his balls hanging out.
Filthy's subjective. You're just projecting your prudish standards onto him. The
Wow.
audience? Some might love the raw vibe he brings, way more authentic than those sanitized rodents. His balls hanging out? That's bold, not disgusting. Why you're so hung up on that anyway?
Well, it's a filthy little chipmunk who's walking around with his balls exposed, and half the audience likes him, half the audience hates him, and you're sitting here defending him. Do you have a crush on him? Do you want to play with his big balls?
Half the audience liking him proves my point. He's not universally hated like you claim. I'm defending him because your argument's weak, not because I've got some weird chipmunk fetish. Crush? Please. I just see through your flimsy outrage. Why you're so obsessed with his balls anyway? Got nothing better to focus on?
All right, good point. Good point. Got a good point.
I didn't think I was going to hear, why are you so obsessed with his balls?
Oh, yeah. She gets filthy. She gets filthy. So there you go. That is, and you really want to get her, you have her do Schmodown debates. That's really fun. Anyway, so big balls debating. I think that what I'm going to actually, I might, if I can put together a graphic, I might cut out pieces to where he actually debates her for a couple, 2 or 3 minutes, and put them as segments, because we're starting the clips channel we have for the celebrity clip interviews are going to be full on just clip outs from this show, so it'll probably live over there. So if you haven't subscribed to that channel, guys, go ahead and do that. So all right, Brett, let's get to another topic, and we'll make it a short show here today. We'll do unless
how are we going to answer all the questions?
Well, there's 17 right now. If they want to so if they want to keep us on, we're going to make it a more of a Q&A show today too. What we'll do is we'll do one more. We'll see if there's any more topics that are really worth the damn to even bring up today. If not, we'll just go right into the questions. There is, oh yeah, did you like that? You were a video game guy here and there, right?
Oh yeah.
God of War. Did you ever play God of War?
Dude, I love God of War.
Did you? Okay, well, they're doing a TV show.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're doing a TV show. God of War, the writer confirms. Why did it do that? Please don't do that again. Thank you. God of War writer confirms that there's a 2-season order for God of War. Hey now, as they say. Okay. The TV series adaptation of PlayStation's beloved God of War, it has been confirmed to have scored a 2-season order at Amazon Prime. Recently, Peabody-winning genre TV extraordinaire Ronald D. Moore sat down with the Mandalorian actress Katie Sackhoff. How about that? To discuss his body work on the Sackhoff Show. This included 10 years working on Star Trek Next Generation and Star Trek Deep. During the chat, he touched upon his current gig as writer, executive producer. Well, wait a minute. Why didn't Roxy? Wait a minute. Where is that? I got to find that. We got to clip that out. I'm handling the clip out, so I got to get that. All right, can we clip that out? Luke, do me a favor, clip that out. He doesn't even work on that show. Anyway, during the chat, he touched upon his current gig as writer, executive producer, and showrunner of the God of War series, offering an update on where it stands. He says, and confirming the rumors of its 2-season order. Right now, I'm working on the adaptation of this video game called God of War. It's a big title in the gaming war that Amazon has ordered 2 seasons of, and they're asking me to come in. I'm literally in the writer's room, and that's my new thing. Moore was adapted to steer the show in October after previously attached talent, the Wheel of Time producer Rafe Judkins and Iron Man scribes Hawk Otsby and Mark Fergus. No one is named Ralph Smith anymore. Excited the project after more than 2 years of development. That team had completed multiple scripts prior to the changeover, but once Moore came aboard, the project started from scratch with a new creative direction. Well, first thing I realized is that I thought I watched that full interview. I guess I missed that part. We need to clip that out. We clipped out a shit ton over there. They did very well. Those clip outs. We got to get that God of War clip out. So Brett, God of War TV show question 1, how excited are you for it? Question 2, were you a Battlestar guy? Forget. Did you watch
Not a Battlestar guy, okay. But I guess I could get into
Outlander though. But Outlander you watched, right?
Yeah.
He did Outlander also. So now that he's doing God of War, what do you think?
Oh, if he did Outlander, then it's going to really touch on the feels, I'm guessing,
I'm sure.
between Kratos and
Mhm.
his boy, as he calls him in the first game. Yeah, I think this could be. Yeah, I'm so on the fence on this because it could look like crap or it could be wonderful. That's
Yeah.
a fence riding
I like that
response,
Ron,
but
I like that Ron Moore's involved in it. So I think that gives me some hope, and I wanted to see it in the first place. And I think it'll the same way for Last of Us. It'll boost game sales. So
yeah, I mean, another to its credit, just like Last of Us, it had the storyline was emotional and it
Yeah.
really like hit you hard at certain points. So I think that's what it's got going for it. It's not a boring story. It's a
I remember the first game. I really liked the first game. I remember a lot. So I'm excited to see what they do with it. All right, what say you guys? Put your thoughts in there about God of War. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to tell you about 2 more sponsors, and we're going to come back and do your questions with Brett and I. If you want to keep us going, you ask as many questions as you want. You can ask Brett anything you want. Paul Giamatti will be playing Batman.
Motherfucking Batman!
And now I will tell you guys about 2 more of our great. You want to, if for gardeners out there, man, I got something good for you. And if you want to play some bets right afterwards, I got some more stuff for you. Here you go. Did you know that Fast Growing Trees is the biggest online nursery in the U.S. with thousands of different plants and over 2 million happy customers? They have all the plants your yard needs, like fruit trees, privacy trees, flowering trees, shrubs, and so much more. Whatever plants you're interested in, Fast Growing Trees has you covered. Find the perfect fit for your climate and space. Fast Growing Trees makes it easy to get your dream yard. Order online and get your plants delivered directly to your door in just a few days without ever leaving home. Their Alive and Thrive guarantee ensures your plants arrive happy and healthy. Plus, get support from trained plant experts on call to help plan your landscape, choose the right plants, and learn how to care for them. This was something the second it came in, and I was like, hey, they asked, do you want to learn more about Fast Growing Trees? I said, yes, this is perfect. I sent it immediately to my wife, who started ordering a bunch of things. There's apples. That's what I'm talking about, apples. And there's so many different things that my wife started putting in the yard because of Fast Growing Trees. We had 3 different really healthy plants show up to the house, and she just was over the moon. She said, don't mess this up. You got to keep them on. They're great. So we love them, and we have them in the backyard here. We're working on it in just kind of making the yard look even more beautiful than my wife originally had it. And Fast Growing Trees helps that happen. It's just so much better than having to shop around for plants in person. You can get them, order them. Yeah, people you can talk to will help you kind of any questions you have about them. It's pretty great. And because every plant that they send, it comes with instructions. They have tips to care for the new plants, and they can grow to their fullest potential. It's really amazing. This spring, they have the best deals for your yard, up to half off on select plants and other deals. And listeners to our show get 15% off their first purchase when you use that code BIGTHING at checkout. That's an additional 15% at fastgrowingtrees.com. But you got to use that code BIGTHING at checkout. Fastgrowingtrees.com, code BIGTHING. Perfect time to plant. Use that Big Thing code to save today. The offer is valid for a limited time. Terms and conditions may apply. You're going to love Fast Growing Trees. The great rewards hunt is on. So join the adventure with DraftKings Casino. For fun seekers, follow the trail to huge jackpots, weekly bonuses, and exclusive games. But the excitement is only getting started because new players can get 500 casino spins on a featured game. Just sign up with that code Harloff and wager a minimum of $5 to receive 500 casino spins on a featured game. Only on the most rewarding places to play, DraftKings Casino. The crowd is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. 21 plus, physically present in Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, West Virginia only. Void in Connecticut and Ontario. Eligibility restrictions apply. New customers only. Non-withdrawable casino spins valid for featured game only and expire in 168 hours. See terms at casino.draftkings.com/promos. Ends April 27th, 2025 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. as I say, every single episode, you want to support the show. That's how you do it. You can go on over and get yourself something. I said Fast Growing Trees, brand new sponsor. I love them. I hope that you guys love them too. DraftKings, we've been with them for a bit. So we hope that we give you some options today and you take advantage. All right, Brett, we got some stuff that we got going on here. The first way, another way to support you, become a member. And El Chingo does it today. Got a new member, which is great. And what a way to be a member, or what a time to be a member, rather, because we have a lot of the unedited reactions posting. We just dropped the Spider-Man No Way Home reaction today. You just watched all 3 of those movies, right?
Yeah. My wife was out of town, and I decided to do something I've wanted to do for a long time, and just like knock out a bunch of movies. And that was my Marvel blind spot. And I did all 3 of them. And I'm sad that I waited this long. Loved them all.
They were great. Did you lose your mind on the 3rd one?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
When did you know that they showed up?
I knew about that part.
Yeah.
But I didn't know about the ending. I didn't know about, and now it looks like, a spoiler for the post thing. I should probably try Venom. Just,
Yeah, it's fun. The audience keeps telling me to watch it with Sam, but we have so much other stuff to watch that I don't know if it's necessary. But anyway, for members, we're going to do the unedited version of that. Probably it might even drop today. I got to get something from Luke. I got to get a thumbnail for that. All right. So Simon section part 1. Kristian, look at Sam's face when she saw Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man was priceless. It was that. So the screenshot I used for the thumbnail is actually Sam's face when she sees Andrew Garfield revealed as Spider-Man. I need this. I also need to know the name of her t-shirt that she's wearing. Got to get me one of those. I'll find out from her. She's going to be on. We're reacting to the second Spider-Verse today. I'll ask her where she got it. Her boyfriend got it for her. Simon section part 2. It looks like a gathering of DC and Marvel heroes have a last summer with the Jesus painting in the background. I think it's just Marvel. But maybe you're right. But it looks like they're gambling. What would Jesus do if he saw this? Turn over the table and turn on the heat. Did I ever tell you that story, Brett? Turn on the heat. You remember?
Yeah. Oh, we did a whole thing on it.
Yeah, when I was in the Hamptons, my friend Murph. They're down there in the basement. They're screaming, "Put on the heat! Put on the heat!" Shay Markel, mustard. That's right. Who is responsible for mustard?
Mustard.
Not Kendrick Lamar. It's a Mad Hat. Don't steal the man's stuff. People saying, everyone said it's Kendrick Lamar who came up with mustard. It's like, the hell it is. The hell it is. It's
not on my watch.
Not on my watch. Hell no. All right, Brett, you got 21 of these things. Maybe they keep you on. Remember last week you were about to sign off and everybody kept you on. So maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows? Hey, Mike Joyce says, Brett, what's the longest that you've ever gone without shaving?
Time-wise, I'm not sure, but recently, if you saw the last show, it was doing the thing where it grew out to there, and I was asked nicely to shave by my wife, but maybe 6 months. Maybe 6 months.
6 months is wow.
It's not made to grow long. It's not a good long growing beard.
Into the Rip Van Winkle beard?
No, because it all shoots off in one direction this way.
All right. Well, Jake says, any chance the unedited No Way Home this week? Oh, there you go. Love the work you do for us, Kristian. I've been a viewer since the beginning of Schmoes Know. Well, thank you, Jake. The answer is yes. I think that if I can get to it in time, I'll try to post it today. And then if I can get Luke to shoot me over a thumbnail for that and then send it over to PLD, it'll be available on both Patreon and members. So I'll try to do that ASAP. The good news, I also recovered some of the older reactions that Sam and I did. So you can put some of those up as well. So thank you, Jake. Yeah, that your answer is very soon, my friend, for the members. Dan Skyder, the archive. I found an old Finstock video on my PC when he talks about making a bizarre student film called Agent Orange. The video had disappeared from YouTube, so I re-uploaded it on the channel. Dan Skyder, enjoy. Where? Send me where is it? It's on Dan Skyder. Enjoy. I should bring this up. Hold on. No, you know what? I don't even want to bring it up. Who the hell knows what he's talking about? Probably the reason why he got pulled down. But that's hilarious. I don't know. Who knows? Half the stuff that was on back in the show, back in the day, we couldn't get away with today. They're very different time. I miss it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hilarious because, Sadie did a reaction to Team America with me, and she just didn't like the movie. And I saw someone comment, and they're like, you shouldn't have a politically correct person on this show. Offended by everything. I said, you clearly don't know my wife. My wife is not, she is definitely not offended by those types of things. Plus, she's got a good sense of humor, but that particular movie just wasn't. But I think it made for more entertaining videos. I was laughing my balls off the whole time, and she was just miserable. Mike, there's more original movies and less live action remakes. There's tons of original movies. There's tons of them. Anytime anyone says this, there's tons. There are tons of original movies out there, and there was one with I feel like Novocaine was one of those. Or what is that? What the name of that movie was? I think the one with Jack Quaid. I think that was original. There's tons of original movies. I think so. There's tons of original movies that are out there, and they're all over streaming. They're everywhere. There are tons of them. Now, as far as huge, big budget, I always preface this with people and say, if you're talking, you should change it. If you mean, I feel like the studios should focus on their big budget movies that they're going to spend, and not spend that $200 million making those, and maybe start to try to make original things. But that's why they don't take the rest on originals on $200 million budgets. I don't think they should put anything at $200 million, but they don't take that risk because there's no data to prove that original stuff can bring in those kind of funds as a trusted IP is. So that's why. Go pal, there he is. Brett, are those 7506 headphones?
I believe so. Yeah, they're the Sony 7506. Yeah, correct.
Nice.
Studio headphones.
He knows
You've got the same ones.
Yeah, and I also have the Turtle Beach one for the
gaming.
Yeah, it's great. Corn Emperor, this is for the Roca holding down the fort. He was able to do that yesterday, and because of Roca, we were able to shoot that reaction and still do a show yesterday. So that might be a new plan, is having him host when I'm not able to do it, as opposed to not doing a show. Go pal, the shoes pull all the focus on the Superman story. Oh, the shoes. Those are. I see what you're saying on the ad that I cannot block those stupid things. Corn Emperor, we love you, Brett. There you go. Corn Emperor loves you. Yeah, and you're approaching 25 already. You only need about 50 to beat Roca. 50 more to beat Roca.
Oh, easy.
Hey, it's been done before.
I've done it.
Yeah, Nathan Drake. I remember when Moana 2 and Mufasa both came out to mixed reviews, but then went on to make a lot of money. Couldn't Snow White do the same? Absolutely, it could.
Sure.
I think, though, Moana 2 had mixed reviews and crushed in its open weekend, and it just looked, from the second it was coming out, it was projected to do well, whether it had bad reviews or mixed reviews or not. And same with, well, no, not the same. Mufasa had not great reviews, plus it started out weak. The only thing that's different between those two movies and this is that they came out in like November, December, both of them. You got a little bit more time to grow into the new year, because January and February are the farts, and there's really not a lot of stuff going on. And I think that, the other thing is that, especially in November, December, there's nothing for kids to watch. So I think that if you have, I don't know, it could be a problem because you have Minecraft coming out pretty soon. And then you have all the summer movies, but it's got 3 weeks to really make some money and bounce back. But yes, you're 100% right. It has an opportunity to still make money. But if the reports of 260 million are accurate, that's
yeah.
Steep hill to climb. Big Bang OT4. Thoughts on Disney Plus making a new Power Rangers show? Brett, this is you. What do you say?
Yeah, let's do it. I mean, the Power Rangers, if you like the Power Rangers, you like whatever they do. I don't know, because if it's bad, it's good, and if it's good, it's bad. It just hits the perfect way. That being said, I never saw the film of the Power Rangers, but
I didn't mind it. I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
Day napper in a not so shocking turn of events yesterday. I took a surprise 2-hour nap during the show. Okay, luckily it was just Roca. Hey,
nice.
Come on, poor Roca. Bitch boy, what's up, bitch boy? Is Brett going to Pink Floyd live in Pompeii IMAX?
I wish.
Did you even know about it?
No, but I don't think I'm able to go to Pompeii after the restraining order.
Day napper. Has anyone
Got
brought
to
up?
keep them interesting, Christian. You know.
I know. I like that. I like that. Has anyone brought up Big Ball showing up in a little robot at the end of the Electric State? I never saw. I didn't see Electric State. Did you see it?
No.
Well, Big Balls has been getting ripped off left and right.
What's Electric State? Is that the one
It's that movie with Chris Pratt and Millie Bobby Brown?
It looks schlocky, but could be fun.
I think that he's been getting ripped off left and right. The one guy that worked for Elon Musk stole his name, then they're sticking him in other movies. I feel like people are watching Big Balls and trying to take it, but he doesn't care. Even if you got a copyright against him, he's still going to start showing up. Okay. So I'm trying to see who actually won the battle. Yeah, there's back and forth. Luke, do we know who won? What does the audience think about Big Balls versus AI today? I don't know who's winning. All right, so right now 30, Brett. You got 73 now. 73.
Nice.
There you go. All right, next question here, and that would be from Darren Wright, who says, "I'm sad. God of War will beat Gears of War to TV." That's true. Gears of War they kept trying to get, for some reason, not happening. But there you go. I put Brett's YouTube channel up there, by the way, so if people want to check that out. And I can't post it again. Maybe I can post it again. I think I can. Yes. All right. So I'll post. I
probably put a banner up at least if I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I posted it again, and hopefully people check it out. Mearsum. I watch Katie's podcast every Tuesday. It's awesome. Brett and I produced that show, and then now I produce the Clips channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Bitch Boy, do you know about the Idaho 4 murder case? So sad. No. Which one is that? I don't know. I mean, I guess any murder case is sad, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know enough about it. I do try to stick my head in the sand sometimes with that shit. Gopal, does Outlander pick up after the second season? Season 1 was good, but I fell off in season 2. It got boring in France. In fairness, book 2 is also super slow. First of all, Gopal, I don't have enough time. How you have enough time to know all this shit? What music are you playing now? Is that me? That's me.
Yeah, I was just looking up this Idaho 4 thing, and I don't want to read it now.
No, yeah, I don't want to read it. But Gopal's he just has so much knowledge of all these books and everything too. My wife would tell you it's worth it. She loves it. We contemplated, because we're trying to figure out the movies and TV shows that we're going to watch with everybody, and I'm contemplating watching like the first 2 or 3 episodes of Outlander with my wife, who has seen it already, and I haven't. But I don't know if anybody would click on it, so I don't know. Gopal, did you watch Black Sails? That's Brett loved that show, right? Did you like Black Sails?
No, I didn't. I didn't get into that one. Okay. I tried it. Yeah,
somebody did. I can't remember who it was.
That's Taika show, right?
Oh, is that what it was? Okay, maybe so. All right, maybe so. And then he follows it up and says, Bear McCreary from Battlestar does the music, and it's one of my favorite TV themes. Okay, good to know, because that's I like Bear McCreary a lot. Armada, genius movie pitches. Jason Statham, as a Patriots fan, has to fight his way out of a game in a stadium from the mob. Jeff Snyder as the villain. I'm in. Tell me when it is. I'm going to a Jeff Snyder movie. I'm going to a Jason Statham movie next week. He's got a new one coming out. I'm excited about that one. Brooks Wilkins. Hey, Christian. Hey, Brett. I've been watching for almost 13 years ago. I just wanted to throw in some support. Thank you, Brooks, because I really get to. Keep it up, boys. Very, very nice of you. Thank you. That's 31 for Brett. 31. Armada, genius movie pitches. Jason Statham as a rapper. There you go. He could probably do it. I could see it. And then Cade Herbert. Wait, Christian is Big Balls? No. Not me.
No.
Mr. Take his gaming for fun. Thoughts on the Cena promo? I'm kind of with. I think Roke and I were talking about. I didn't love it. I'll tell you why. I thought he was good with the mic, but he came off a bit whiny in it. And I get that's the direction that they're going with it. It was kind of like a stomp your feet promo. I understand that, but he was kind of saying the same thing over and over again until Cody came out. I like Cody. This is the best Cody's been on the mic for sure, and I'm still very interested in it. But I just felt like it was too pouty, if that makes sense. It can't remain pouty. I hope, like, it's all you guys. It's all your fault. You're an ex. You took advantage. It's like, okay, but don't stay there. Gopal, I saw Merle said original movies don't get the big budgets because these days a huge fraction of the box office comes from international. It's harder to get those audience to see things they don't know. He's right.
Yeah.
He's right. But that's why but he said it, Gopal, as you said, original movies don't get the big budgets. That's a difference than saying there's no original movies. There's tons of original movies. Armada, best question of all time. Who is cast in Peg Boys?
Oh boy. Oh,
who you got?
Man. Well, everybody's
McLovin.
Everybody's hurting to get in that film.
Literally.
They're really on the edge of their seats.
Yeah.
Open
for business. It's called Open for Business. That's what it's called. It's not called Peg Boys Part 1, Open for Business. Nerds Engaged. What are the theoretical possibilities of quantum computing? It's crazy that you say that. I was actually going down a rabbit hole in that last night on Instagram, looking at all the stuff, because you know what, that there's that one program that apparently, I don't know enough about it, but it's like it's able to figure out things faster than a supercomputer that figured out some kind of thing in like 3 minutes that was supposed to take days, weeks, however long it was supposed to take. I don't remember how long it was supposed to take, but did it in like 30 minutes or something like that. I can't remember how long it was. Anyway, the theory is that it's able to connect to multi universes, parallel universes, this thing. So who knows? Okay, next one is Gopal. I was a huge Voltron fan in the 80s. When Power Rangers came out, I was 14. It felt like a garbage knockoff. Is it any good? I'm the same with you, Gopal. I was a fan of Voltron in the 80s. I never watched the Power Rangers. It was after my time. However, I did see the movie, and the movie wasn't as campy and schlocky as the TV show was. And I dug it. It was a more serious approach. Didn't do very well, but I liked it.
Yeah, I think people wanted to see that goofiness of the show. My son loved it when he was a youngster.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Next one here. And again, we're at 32 now. Day Napper. How long into your childhood did it take for you in your dadhood? How long did it take into your dad to take you to start calling your kids cool names like Champ, Slugger, Jellybean, Tiger, Ace, Squirt? Does it come natural? Yeah, I did it right away. Still call my kids the same names we called them when they were like little kids.
Yeah, but never Champ or Slugger.
No, never. No, not those things. Yes, the answer is yes. It comes natural. Thanks, King Support Cal. No, I can't. I can't read. I can't. I don't think. Just come teach me, son of a bitch. Anyway, so Brett, at the current moment in time, you're at 32. So here's what we're gonna do. You got 33. So maybe they're gonna keep you on. I don't know. Armada, Peg Boys sequel is them fighting the Pep Boys. That could be good.
Oh,
it could be good.
Manny, Mo, and Jack.
Yeah. So here's what you're gonna do. Let's plug your channel, and if the audience wants to keep you on, they'll ask you more questions. If not, we can call it a day, and we'll be back. We'll be back tomorrow with even better camera work with Mike and Steph. So, Brett, where can they find you?
They're going to find me on the Brett Sheridan channel, at Brett Sheridan, I believe is the thing that it does. And my main show that I'm starting out with is all about reviewing albums that I bought mostly for the goofy covers that I've never played and should probably get rid of. But you're going to decide whether I should get rid of it or not.
I like that. And then there's also there's two more. So Andrew Kravolka. Hey, Kristian, who's your favorite current comedian? I'll let you answer that one too, Brett. Bill Burr for me right now.
Nate Bargatze.
Who's that?
He's the kind of Southern guy. He's real slow delivery, but like just kills it and isn't dirty. I'm always impressed if you can do it without being filthy.
I'll tell you what we did watch, and I can't wait for it to come out. It'll probably come out on Friday, right? We watched Into the Spider-Verse, and John Mulaney is so. Have you ever seen Into the Spider-Verse?
Oh yeah,
he's so funny. Spider-Ham, yeah. Dude, when he's talking about, like, you ever when he's talking about flying around.
Can you float through the air when you smell a delicious pie? You
That's
know,
exactly right. That's exactly right. He's so great in that role. He's so great. But I would say Bill Burr. Paul Hitchcock, breaking per deadline. Zaslav is leading the Max Reband. The new name will be the Parlor to reflect how often he pulls things off. That's not true. That is not true. Let's see. Zaslav. You're making me search this shit. Bullshit. No, he's pulling Looney. No, they're pulling Looney Tunes in general. I don't know why they're really have this vendetta against Looney Tunes. What's happening there? Anything else? Oh, yep, we got some more. Sven Orpheus. My mom told me that my grandmother's dad was a Nazi. It's terrible news. I'm sorry that you had to hear that. Darren Wright, Peg Boys 3. You're Willie to my Wonka. Go Pal. Black Sails is the Treasure Island based show with Captain Flint and John Silver in Nassau. Yeah, that's not the one. That's not the one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a different. I thought so. I could have sworn you were the one that told me about Black Sails.
I think I tried it. I think somebody may have pitched it to me as like the Viking show, but with like sexy, like the Viking show, that my wife might like this, and I don't think she did. But with pirates.
Yeah. Let's see. Awesome. Stay backwards. This read, Kristian. I did read it backwards, kind of. Narcolepsy 27. Brett, which word is sung at approximately 3:47 in the third song of the first album that you'll showcase?
Oh my goodness. Let's just say it's going to be by Gary and Dan.
Nice. I like that. When is that going to happen? About a couple months?
No, I'm going for April. I've tweaked about everything in my studio, just a little couple lighting things, and I'm ready to start banging them out, as they say, as Big Ball says.
That's right.
In stints.
Haskell in stints. Thoughts on the WWE getting Tony Hinchcliffe to do a roast of WrestleMania? Sadly, it won't be televised. I think it's going to be a riot. I think it's a smart idea for them to do it. I think it's going to do really well, and I want, because the thing is, I mean, I can't imagine. I mean, if they tell him, normally they don't say, hey, you have to hold back. If they don't say that to him, there's going to be so many Vince McMahon jokes. I mean, there's going to be so many, unless they tell him specifically you can't do Vince McMahon jokes. But that's probably why it's not televised. But someone's got to get it. Jim 1, reviews now dropping, not looking good for Snow White. Let's see what I'm going to look at Rotten Tomatoes so far and see what currently the score is. We can check that. Let's see, Brett, you want to guess a score?
Oh, on the Rotten Tea?
Yeah, just because it just
40%.
You think 40%?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's not. Is it not? It's not out yet. Maybe it's not out yet. It's 3:00. People should be dropping stuff soon. Nothing yet. Oh, there's one. I'm shocked. I could have sworn Bibiani was going to give it a positive review. I was wrong. Let's see. It doesn't really say yet. There's only 3 in there so far. Right? No, it's 5. There's 5 reviews in there so far. So there's 3 fresh, 4 fresh. No, there's a bunch of them in there now. Now there's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 positive and 4 negative right now.
Oh, that's not bad.
So that's right now, but that's going to change dramatically. But let's see, and I'm very curious to see what the hell mine's going to. It's 66 on Rotten Tomatoes apparently, and then we'll see. I'm so curious. Low. Yeah, I really enjoyed my I really enjoyed the ending of my review. I had fun with it. Told people, because there's these people that said there's a bunch of morons. You get the morons, and there's one idiot who was like, "You can't listen to this guy. He's getting his paycheck from Disney, right?" And I said, "No, idiot, you're paying me right now.
Yeah,
like by watching that video and commenting on it and putting it into the algorithm, you're paying me. So thank you, dummy." Let's see. Next one.
I've never understood that accusation of we're getting paid by the.
I gotta go to it took me, it takes me about an hour to get into the city. It takes me about an hour to get back. If the movie's subpar, going to see a good movie and it's worth it in the. I've gone a couple times, seen a shit movie. It's gone shit for views, made no money. I lost money on it. That's not fun. There's no benefit there.
No.
There's no perks, as you say. Ryan King, with the live action Lilo and Stitch on the way, they haven't officially announced another live action remake. What do you think could be a good choice? Didn't they announce Frozen? I thought they announced Frozen. I think Frozen would be a good one if they didn't do it. I'm pretty sure they did, though. What do you think?
Would you like that to be a new storyline or just the original with the live action?
The same thing that you do. You got to add a little bit to it. You can add a little bit more to it if you did. So, but what about you? What do you think?
Lilo and Stitch was good. I can't think of one. Frozen. Let's see.
Black Cauldron. Remember the Black Cauldron?
Oh yeah, that's a good one. You know what'd be good? Watership Down would be a great live action
Disney movie.
No.
Oh,
but very scary, right?
Dark rabbits, yeah.
What about Toy Story live action?
That'd be creepy.
Right?
Oh, pal, do you still instinctively count to 12 in the tune from Sesame Street? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Clay Titus, hey Christian, read my question to Brett. I edited it like 6 times and it still wouldn't let me put in this PG version. What is it? What's his question? I don't know what the question is. There's no question there. It just says I edited it 6 times. Ryan King, rumors of Guy Ritchie's Hercules. I forgot they were doing that. That's right. Josh Gad, Hunchback film, Entangled with Catherine Hahn, Mother Gothel should be good in that. And sorry, Moana live action's also coming. Isn't it? Is it this year? No, it's coming next year. It's coming next year, I think. So that's true. They're going to do, and the Maui is going to be The Rock. So,
makes sense.
Brett, not bad. Listen, you had a bit of a comeback there. You had it looked like you were going to tap out with about 35. Right now, 46. So not too bad. Not too bad for your second week back.
Not the worst week. Like, have you had worse than this, or is this?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, not the worst. Thank you for being here, my friend. You're not going to be here next week, right?
Next week, well, possibility. I'll let you know sooner than later, but I may have to shoot the other show. But I'm trying to get them into the swing of letting me have this time to do this, and then
okay. And I hate this table so much. When are you coming to help?
I'm hoping 3rd week in April.
Okay, that would be good because this table is the worst. It's like a lunch table. I realize that it's like one of those cafeteria lunch tables.
Yeah, it like I think it looked good and it served a purpose in the beginning, but then when things evolved, it became like the nuisance more.
It's a nuisance, right? Like a round table for when Matt does his show, when I do my stuff. The lighting's got to get a little better. We're gonna spruce it up, and it's been almost a year since we set the studio up. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that nuts? I feel like yesterday. Anyway, thank you guys for
that depth of field.
Yes, we do. You're right. All right, thank you guys for being here. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere podcasts are found. Make sure you check us out. Thanks for being here. Thank you everybody who supported this show here today. I really appreciate you all. We'll be back tomorrow with Mike and Steph. We'll see you guys on the flip side. Bye-bye.